Los Angeles Rams. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's McCaffrey. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. They'll set up a throw. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be 1st, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game, how about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
With the carry for Carolina.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. He'll drop to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And some room to roam now. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the 1st quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Complete to Curtis Samuel.
It's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
They'll try and pick it up in McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He lost 2, and it brings up 4.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
1st down, Panthers.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Gives this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there. 2nd down.
Pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Rams' 15-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Panthers nothing.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
Incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A quick throw caught by Cup out wide. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up and make those throws, and he did that.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Man open, it's Cup, he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there, 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
9-yard line.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Trey Boston up to make the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now a toss right to Barkley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
At the 10-yard line.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now they'll switch it up here. Look to throw. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Rams add on to their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 50 yards. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, When I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sideline.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. He's picked off just shy of midfield. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. On first down, this is McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
This is McCaffrey. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Out to the left, flat and complete. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Pass. Intercepted. The Rams take over 1st and 10. At their own 4-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually look in this situation.
They'll go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Barkley. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Second and 15. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what...
And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. Derek Brown in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And taken right on the 30. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a sideline pass. That's caught by Thomas. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Carolina.
McCaffrey. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Again, they run again. It's McCaffrey. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
And it's third down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
the Panthers.
From 17 yards out, and the Panthers have got it back to a one-score game. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to hell and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. They'll go to Barkley again. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Toss outright, and they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw here. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete to Christian McCaffrey. A gain of 2.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 44-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Carolina.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Allen! Saquon Barkley saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Rams add on to their lead.
for the extra point.
Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. It's a gain of 9 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Brings up.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice, safe throw and a good one.
It's 4th down.
Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And now here's another interception. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake. Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no option. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense call, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Panthers 18.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but it'll be 2nd down. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon. A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Going back to Moore. This time he's got it complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
And the Panther 1st down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 10 more there and another 1st down. Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws. Back to throw now on 1st down. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. at play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his target. That's more. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 28. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to go back to Moore there. And that'll bring up second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to go back to Moore there, and that'll bring up second down. But at this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was trying to go back to Moore there, and it'll bring up third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Well, Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll come out in the pistol. Back to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Anytime the ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on first down, then ran it on second down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important third down try?
It'll be a loss of 1, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. From 3 yards out, and the Panthers are able to cut into this lead.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Looks like he'll throw here. Going up top for Cup. That's going to be caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Cup, 43 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point safely through. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They knew this would be tough on the road, divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by John Johnson. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Intercepted. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Good positioning, and it's picked